The TrashTag challenge is going viral among the Bhutanese teenagers and millennials on social media like Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. This challenge requires people to pick up a place full of trash, clean up the place, take before and after pictures of the place and post them on social media. After noticing few young social media users in Bhutan taking up this challenge, a group of 3 planned to initiate a 2-day mega trash challenge nationwide involving at least 1,000 volunteers. The group opened a Facebook page named Mission Trash Bhutan 2019.
1, 2, 3.
Mission Trash!
I was sitting at home reading a book when I got a message from my friend Namgyal on Facebook, and he was like, we should do this TrashTag challenge. And I was like, okay. So it was me, Kushup and him on this random Facebook group that we created, and one thing led to another, and now we have this huge movement that about 1,000 people are part of. So yeah.
One of the coordinators of Mission Trash Bhutan is Kushup Kafle. He said over 2,100 people participated in the recent TrashTag challenge. In total, they collected over 3,997 sacks of trash from the 2-day challenge from 12 different dzongkhags across the country.
TrashTag is actually very popular right now. It's trendy right now in the social media, and everybody does that. Some people do it individually, some people do it with family, friends, but our idea was to do it differently. Our idea was to make it grand, like a national TrashTag challenge. For that, we wanted social media to be our medium. We made a Facebook group, we shared it with people, we invited some people, and then we found some coordinators in each dzongkhags. And back of the mind, what we thought was, we empower people. We wanted to empower people so that they can initiate that idea into their localities. And I'm very happy that right now our ground coordinators, they told that we have 1,000 plus people who are volunteered for this program.
He also said they have plans to start a second TrashTag challenge aiming to involve at least 10,000 volunteers. Volunteers from Thimphu city collected highest number of trash, weighing about 8.5 tons. Meanwhile, Samsi saw the highest number of participants with 441 volunteers. While over 200 volunteers from Paro collected more than 10 tons of trash. 75 volunteers collected 252 sacks of trash in Shemba. The idea for TrashTag has been around for several years, ever since a company promoted the movement back in 2015. The original challenge led to 10,000 pieces of plastic being collected by October 2016. However, in Bhutan, the challenge resurfaced only a few weeks ago in March, gaining a huge popularity on social media. Although relatively new, the TrashTag challenge has inspired a large number of young people in Bhutan.
I think the main goal is to clean Bhutan, but the underlining, like for me, it's just beautiful to see like young people coming together wanting to do something. I think that's a beautiful because it's just, I mean, it's not an organization, it's just young people coming together and saying that we want to do something. And I think that's something to be really proud of, that it's just random young people taking initiative.
Some of the volunteers we interviewed said they love social media and the TrashTag challenge is one of the best things on social media.
Actually, about this TrashTag challenge, I've seen a few of the posts in Facebook and Instagram, and for this particular day, my friends saw that there was going to be some event held for this cleaning campaign type. So they just we have a group chat for our class. We are college students, so we had that group chat, and they just dropped a message that they will be going to join this TrashTag challenge, and they said that if you all are free, then you can join. Actually, I was not planning to come here because I had office today. We are interning here, so I said that I don't think that I can make it out. So I just called them off, but yesterday my boss called and he said that today you can take rest. So I decided that since I'm free and I have nothing good to do at home, so I said that I think I'll join you all, and I decided to come here.
So I first saw this challenge going viral on Instagram. I saw some people from neighboring countries like India and Nepal doing this challenge, and then I started seeing our own Bhutanese people picking up this challenge. Then my cousin, she told me and informed me that there's a nationwide TrashTag challenge that's going on, and we thought it's a weekend, we don't have any jobs, so why not be productive and help clean the community.
I love it. I think it's the best thing that's happened to internet, on internet till date.
Me and my friends had first planned it to do it on weekends, but then also this page called the Mission Trash had gone viral in Facebook, and I came to know about it on Facebook since my friend had shared it. So we thought, why not take this opportunity to join the country in doing this challenge. So it was a good opportunity for us to at least do some community service.
This TrashTag, it is a hot topic right now. All over the world, they are tagging TrashTag, they are doing TrashTags and cleaning. So I thought to myself, when this idea came up in Facebook, I thought to myself, why not give a try? Because anything new becomes a hot issue to the youth. So myself being a youth, I thought, why not give it a try? It will be history in the making for Bhutan to come up together and clean up country. It will be a good benefit as well as a hot topic that I can remember, and that I can proudly say that I made history for coming together with all these people together and did this TrashTag challenge today. That's why this was my main motive to participate in TrashTag.
I think it's a really good trend that's going viral. Unlike other useless trends that goes viral, this is, on the other hand, is really useful for the community, for the people, and also brings together people in a way, and also creates awareness for other people, and then all of us can join together.
As a citizen of Bhutan, it inspires me that people work together, because when people work together, it will make a difference. Why? Because when people work together, it's not a challenge. This trash is not a challenge, it becomes a celebration. So I would like to ask all the people who are watching this to support us and be involved in this. So with your support and involvement, we can do this type of programs again and again. So please follow us in our Facebook group. It's called Mission Trash.
Most of the volunteers said the experience has now made them more mindful of not dumping away plastic waste or even sweet wrappers on the streets.
I think 3 things that I learned from this challenge. First is that never underestimate a group of young people who want to change the world, because they can, especially their surroundings. The second thing I learned is I was really surprised, while cleaning, I was really surprised to see so much trash going into, there were trashes which were in the drain, trashes underneath big rocks inside the fences. It's really surprising to see that people just throw trash everywhere, and they throw trash in complicated places where you can't reach. So that was a bit shocking to me, just the basic human behavior. And the third thing which I learned from this TrashTag challenge is I learned that if there are people who throw trash, there are also people who pick it up. So I think there's a yin and yang balance, I guess. Yeah.
By conducting this event, I found that how hard it is to clean the drains. Example, this drain, we found that it was so dirty, it was smelly, and I felt that by cleaning it, I understood the mindset of people, because I would not throw the trash now because I know the hardship when I cleaned it. So I want to invite all the people, maybe monks, maybe older people, youth, everyone, to please clean your homes, because when we start doing this at our homes, we don't have to do this in public. And if by chance we want, there's more support for us, then we would want to do this again and again, every month, because I think we need this kind of events.
It is a very good challenge. So we should promote and also take part in this type of challenges.
While cleaning, I feel that I learned that rather than wasting time at home just browsing through internet, Facebook and all, or just chatting with people, I think it would be a good initiative to come out and clean these areas so that you'll be physically fit as well, because I think this involves our physical health, so I think this would be good for a person to live a healthy life.
Well, today I learned that coming together of all these different people together, this proves to be the greatest weapon one can have to really bring change in the society. That we all came together and we are now spreading message to the nation that it's not too late to restore what we have destroyed. We still have time, we can still restore what we have destroyed, and that coming together can be the greatest weapon we can really bring change in our society. So that's what I learned today.
What I learned today is that people throw their waste really mindlessly. A person can throw like a piece of plastic, a piece of whatever, they'll think that it's just a little small piece of plastic, but then if everyone starts thinking like that, then the waste gets bigger and bigger. And then from what we just saw, it's really hard. Like, we had a really hard time cleaning this area itself. Just imagine the whole country, there'll be so many areas like that. So I just hope that people can be more educated. Yes.
I learned that it is our responsibility. It's all our responsibility to manage our own waste. Even if you can't take part in this type of program, we should at least be able to manage our waste.
I think we should engage more youth in this kind of programs, because youth are the futures of tomorrow. So if they can do this kind of things from now on, if this kind of knowledge is embedded in their mind, going in the future, they will definitely be well versed in this kind of programs, so that they can in the future not litter around and clean our environment, to keep our environment clean.
Not only youth, but also many children and elders participated in the TrashTag challenge nationwide. Most of the volunteers said they took part in the event as it has more positive impacts on the environment and individuals.
All right, as far as the TrashTag challenge goes, I think it's a wonderful initiative. It does have its critics, people who are saying or accusing the organizers of saying this is just a temporary solution, so why do it? You know, a more permanent and advocacy-based solution may be a better answer. I agree entirely, and that's a legitimate point. But the point is this: you have to start somewhere, and you have to start with action. And just talking about it is not good enough. So somebody has to take the lead. Also, I think most of the people who are doing this are not doing it for personal recognition or anything, because at the end of the day, one thing that I do know of being active in social service, practically all my life, is that when you give without any expectation of reward, you are giving your own time, your own energy. When you do that, it's a very liberating feeling. And oftentimes, whenever we finish social work, I have noticed that people are always very upbeat in their mood. People are laughing, joking, feeling good about themselves. And that's because you have given out of yourself without any expectations. And that's one of the beautiful things. And this TrashTag challenge is a perfect example of that. I think for the youth, it's absolutely necessary because I hate to admit it, but we, the older generations, have not taken care of our own environs. We have not. We have failed miserably. And unfortunately, we have passed on that burden to our youth, and we aren't even providing the lead. So I think there's some of us need to step up and need to make our youth understand, not that they need to be educated. I think most of them are aware enough, but nonetheless, some sort of initiative and encouragement from the senior citizens also is required. And therefore, I think the youth need to step up and need to be shown an example as well. So most definitely, they need to be taking care of this place after we're gone. So I really do think that the youth need to take it up, and then they need to pass it down to their younger generation.
I think, we have seen a lot of those challenges. Probably, if you look at the social media, I think it's filled with so many different kind of challenges. But what got me interested was really the trash tag. I think that is a beautiful challenge. We are a team from Hotel Druk, Thimphu. We are at present, we are about 34 of us. We have divided ourselves into two groups, one for today and one for tomorrow. It was basically in response to what our friend Soup, commonly known as Soup, he had talked about this mass cleaning campaign, and then we responded. But besides that, I think it is the responsibility of every Bhutanese to keep our domain, our surrounding clean. And we talked to Soup, and we asked him to give us directions on where we should focus on. So this time, for today, we are focusing on about 6-7 drains in this area, which seems to be heavily clogged. We are not doing the normal cleaning. We are just focusing on clogged drain, trying to see if we can set it up so that the monsoons are, I think, coming soon. So probably we felt this would be an ideal thing to do, is just get the clogged drains cleaned. So that was our main focus.
As far as Lanchpaka is concerned, this being one of the selected areas for cleanup, it was suggested by me, and I have to admit that I have vested reasons for it. Not only am I from Lanchpaka, and like many of the traditional residents of this place, we are concerned about the condition of this place and how it's getting more and more littered. But more so, if you really think about it, we are the one settlement that is closest to three of the most important buildings in the country. We have Parliament Building, the Dzong and Linkana Palace just downstream from us immediately. So by natural consequence, any garbage that is generated will find a gravitational course eventually downstream. And like I said, downstream we have these three most important buildings. So I think it's extremely important that Lanchpaka be maintained clearly. Of course, I think a cleanup campaign like today's one is not the answer. Advocacy is definitely a more long-term solution, and I really do want to do something about this. And let's see, I mean, no promises, but I will try my best and try and put together something, so that the entire community gets involved.
Global reports say since 1950, humans have created 8.3 billion metric tons of plastic, which is equivalent to 1 billion elephants. In Bhutan, over 860 metric tons of waste is collected every week. 12% of the waste generated in the country is plastic. Thimphu city alone dumps about 40 truckloads of trash every day at Memilakha, which is country's largest garbage dump site. In the meantime, for whatever reasons, the local volunteers have come together to clean up the trash in their localities. There's a common hope that this could help ease the mounting waste problem in the country.